Hey everybody, it's old Pappy. I'm trying out some of the new robots on the test server this weekend. These are the Greek robots named after Greek gods, and what we're looking at here is the Ares, which is the god of war. Now you see those four light blue things on the back of the robot? Those are actually built-in energy weapons. Believe it or not, this robot has 4 weapons plus 4 more weapons. That's 8 weapons. And the idea behind this robot, it has an ability called revenge. And the idea is it can use the attack of your enemy against them. And so when it fires on you, and the same goes for this robot we're looking at here, the Hades robot, the idea is that when your enemy shoots you and your ability's on, you absorb that power and you actually use it to power the weapons, the built-in weapons to fire back at you. And so here's Nemesis. It's the last of the Greek robots. Looks a bit like a Fury, doesn't it? And this one too has a built-in weapon right on the top there. It's actually a built-in missile, almost like an Exodus in a way. Shoots explosive splash weapons, and the Ares shoots the energy weapons, and Hades actually has a single weapon that pops up when you activate its ability. Kind of an interesting concept. Could be overpowered if it isn't balanced properly, obviously. And I think the one thing about all of these robots that's really going to make it a challenge to play against them is, as of right now, they each have an invulnerable shield called Absorber, believe it or not. So nothing can get through these things. And in fact, the more you shoot their shield, the more powerful their built-in energy weapons become. So anyway, let's get started here. We're on power plant, and I'm starting off with my my new Ares. Here I have shotguns, put on it, a couple Gusts and a couple of Coronas, and I'm just testing the weapons there to see how the ability works. And so I push the button for my revenge, and what happens is that the built-in energy weapons don't pop up right away. They're kind of there, and there's a countdown, and then eventually they will turn on by themselves. But one of the cool things is, if you need those extra weapons right away, then just press the ability button again and they'll pop up and they'll shoot. Now it only lasts a few seconds, and the stats at level 8 here, we have a durability of 87,200. It's pretty fast actually, speed of 59 kilometers per hour. The absorption works at 8 seconds duration. And apparently when the 4 energy weapons start to fire, they fire 1,000 damage per charge with 40 charges. Sounds like a lot of pain to me. I think you know, this isn't live yet, so there may be changes up and there may be changes down in terms of the power of the weapon. It actually moves pretty fast here. You can see it's pretty quick. And here I am. I just turned on my revenge, and boom, I'm hitting the guy. Bang, 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 bang. And look, he was a mender, and he was healing himself, and I still took him down to basically no health whatsoever. Now, mind you, I just got killed, but I'm not even paying attention. I'm not trying to win this game. I just want to show you what some of the features are for these bots. I don't advise anybody to just run around blindly and turn your back to the reds and get destroyed like I just did. Anyway, I'm now coming back in the Nemesis. The Nemesis here, 140,000 health at level 8. 44 kilometer an hour speed. The absorption shield only lasts 4 seconds here. And then it turns into that big missile that you saw just pop out there and start shooting. Now this one shoots 1,500 damage per missile, and it has 20 built-in missiles. And it really is kind of just a takeoff of the Exodus. That's really what it is. You know, I'm just going to hit this guy here, but look at this guy beside me. He's just pounding me away here. Again, I do not advise anybody to do as I say, not as I do. I just wanted to show you how that Exodus worked. Obviously, when that guy got right up beside me and came in close, he was actually able to punch a hole right through my shield. So if you can get within the revenge bubble, if you will, the revenge shield, then you can do damage. But if you're outside of it, the best thing to do probably is not even to bother firing, because the more you fire at it, the more it's actually going to become more powerful and more powerful. And so you see me here, and there's another guy here beside me, and look, he's activated his shield. A couple people have activated their shield, and that's what that pinkish glow is. So you can actually take advantage of other people's revenge shields here by just kind of dipping in like I did behind them. To be honest, I'm finding this to be a really overpowered ability. I don't mind Aegis shield. It protects, somewhat, but you can kind of burn it down. You can knock it down. But the idea, just myself, of robots that have impenetrable shields, I'm not a big fan of it. Mostly because I just want there to be a challenge. I mean, you want to go out and feel like you're actually in a fair fight. And I think, anybody who gets one of these things and maxes it to MK level 12, MK2 level 12. I mean, how are you going to stop them, right? So I'm kind of hoping that maybe Pixonic, when they do the listen to the feedback, they'll think about that. Now, you see, I came second there, 640 some thousand damage. The damage will be a little bit lower because everybody's running those shields, right? And you don't get credit for those damage, the damage you do. I can shoot that shield all day. I don't get any silver for it. I don't get any credit in my final damage score. And every time I shoot that other person's shield, they get stronger. So it is kind of a crazy situation. Well, let's go on to Ice Map here. And again, I'm going to come back in with my Ares. And a few other guys have chosen it as well. See, and I have mine set up for lockdown weapons here. And you know what the hell? I'm going to give her a little bit of a test here. There you go. The boys think I'm crazy. That's fine. Can't start a battle with a little bit of a shoot 'em up. Why would you bother fighting in the first place, right? Anyway, we're going to head over here to cap this beacon. But again, I'm not necessarily trying to win this game. I'm not that interested in it. I just want to see how this bot works. And I have sort of a mid-range setup here. I have shredders on the top. Those are 500 meters. I have another lockdown weapon, a medium lockdown weapon on the side. That's a 600 meter range. I'm now about, 400 odd meters, 350, 400 meters away from that guy in stealth there in the center beacon. I'm waiting for him to come out of stealth, and then I'm going to try hitting him. He's 400 meters, but I want to activate my ability. There, it's blocking all damage, and look at that. It is just annihilating him from almost 400 meters away. So, I can see already that this bot, it's early days and things are going to change, obviously, but out of the three that I've seen, I think this by far is the best. Probably followed by, in my mind, the Nemesis, and then the Hades. The Hades, it only has the one weapon that comes out when you activate its ability. And it really seems kind of like a rinky-dink weapon, to be honest. It shoots maybe 3 times. Let's talk about that for a sec. So the Hades. Hades has 110,000, roughly 110,000 durability, speed of 51. The absorption lasts for 6 seconds, and it shoots 10,500 damage per charge, but it has 3 charges. So basically, that weapon, if it hits, will do around 30,000 damage. So, it's not bad. It's not bad. Cooldown for that weapon is, or for the ability, I should say, is 12 seconds, and it has a range of 500 meters. Now, Ares, the one with the 4 energy weapons, has a cooldown of 18 seconds, and it's 500 meters. And Nemesis, the one that looks like a Fury, its cooldown is only 8 seconds. So it really is kind of interesting. You gotta kind of decide what you want to do. Do you want to hit 3 shots that are kind of heavy, like this guy here, and watch there goes the gun, bang, bang, bang? Or do you want to be able to use your ability more often, like you would on the Nemesis? Or do you want to just sort of bring out the overwhelming firepower if you're going to bring out the Ares and bring up those 4 energy weapons? Anyway, that's a look at the new Greek bots. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you see, please click subscribe and tell your friends. We'll see what happens in the future with the test server. That's the cool thing. Give your feedback, and you can help shape the future of the game. It's old Pappy signing off, and good luck on the battlefield.